move on from your life. Say you stole my life, but clarity. So hold me back.